Who do you think is losing here?
Well, there's two things happening. I mean, on the surface, it looks like Apple is really bringing, or rather, Epic is bringing the battle on behalf of small developers, right? Like you have this evil mega corp, so to speak, and Apple is bringing the battle to Apple. But that's on the surface. I don't think that I don't think that's actually the case when you look a little bit deeper. When you look underneath the surface, what you're going to see is it's much more complicated. You have to look at who Epic is. Epic is owned, the second largest owner in Epic is Tencent, one of the largest tech corporations in China. And they're bringing the battle, right? It's really what if you look at it, they're bringing the battle from Chinese tech against American tech. And Tencent is not a company like Spotify, and Epic is not a company like Spotify that cannot pay 30% fees, right? They can pay in the store fees. They're selling digital goods. Their margin is extremely high, and they're tremendously benefiting from the platform. And so what they're doing is pretending to bring this battle to Apple on behalf of small independent developers, but really what they're angry about is they don't want Tencent success to be Apple success. They don't want to pay 30 cents of every dollar to Apple that they make. And this is what's happening, right? This is what's happening here is you have, you were talking before about TikTok and the whole political situation that's happening with TikTok. And I believe, at least what seems to me is happening here is you actually have Chinese tech versus American tech. This is China bringing the fight to the U.S. in creative ways, And this is
that's interesting. So hang on, that's quite an accusation. You think that Epic Games and Tim Sweeney, the CEO, is doing this purely to give Tencent an advantage?
Absolutely. I think this game, Tim Sweeney made his money, so and direction comes from the top. So this is a Tencent game to play, and they're playing it. They're masters of playing these games, and this is their game to play. And this is what's happening. Tencent has a strategy, and this strategy is to continue to battle American tech at every front. I mean, this has been occurring across. And by the way, let's think about Epic for a second. Epic is not Tencent's largest moneymaker. They have many, many other moneymakers on the store. So they picked Epic, which is one of many Tencent assets, and they're using Epic to essentially front the attack on this thing. Now, are they using the political turbulence that we have here against us? Definitely. I mean, they're making Apple look like that evil mega corp, right? This company that doesn't allow developers to succeed, right? It's not true. Go ahead.
By the way, it's not just Apple. Google has also pulled Fortnite from the App Store. Apple, gets a lot more of the attention, but there's a potential, if this continues to spin out, that it's all of Epic Games apps that are at stake, not just Fortnite, but House Party. My kids aren't playing Fortnite yet, but they are on House Party talking to their grandparents, and that would be kind of a big blow if they couldn't access that from the App Store. Do you expect that this tactic, if you will, is going to work on Apple and Google, or that they're going to stick to the policy that they've had over the last several years that the App Store has been in existence? And what about the criticism that Apple and Google do enforce their rules inconsistently at times?
I think there are a lot of edge cases. I'll start from the beginning. Look, Apple and Google both together decreased friction for both consumers and developers, right? Like they have enabled developers to ship millions of apps to billions of consumers at an unprecedented pace. I mean, it's such a short, as you think about the App Store, it's only been around for about 10 years. And so it's an unprecedented pace that these apps have been shipped. We've never seen so much software being shipped. And to ship that software, it's not only to enable a payment gateway. You have to provide SDKs, you have to provide tools for developers, analytics, they're hosting the actual software. Almost everything is running through their platform. So it's tremendous service and value to developers and consumers. And they do deserve a significant cut. Now, can they get a significant cut at every step of the way from every publisher? No, there are hundreds, thousands of edge cases, right? Netflix, Spotify, they can't pay 30%. They don't have that margin. But do you come at the App Store and the Google Play Store with a machete?
Okay.
No, yeah, you use a scalpel.